Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Deus Ex. We are back with a wheel spin, and it seems that the teams facing off are Immortal Order and I think Astronova's second team. And the wheel landed on Tank Bank, which means that both teams need to go with a complete tank composition here.
Okay, so Tank Bank is actually gonna be one of the longer matches in this entire series, I think, because everyone is gonna be so tanky, which is basically in the name. So it's gonna take forever to kill each other.
But luckily, some tanks also carry different, well, not different, but other like from other groups. They're from other groups as well. So if you build it correctly, you should be okay. But you are 100% correct in stating that this is going to be an extremely long game.
True. I also agree with you where you said about the other categories, like a Bane, Esmeralda. Actually, Esmeraldas are pretty crazy in the entire Deus Ex, because if you've seen some of the plays that the Esmeraldas have done, especially when they're in tank but they go with mage damage builds, that's a lot of
Oh
damage.
yes, oh yes, definitely. Esmeralda is to be feared. If I think she received a buff, I might be wrong. I'm a bit behind on all the who got a buff and who got a downgrade. But from talks from teams, what I've heard is that YSS got a bit of a debuff, but I see a few of our mages got buffs, for which I'm very happy. Don't know about you.
Obviously, whenever a mage is buffed, I'm extremely happy, especially because Vixana also got buffed. You probably noticed that her ultimates, the Eternal Guards, damage when he goes with strikes with a sword is so much higher. And the Sunshin that you were talking about, apparently his HP pool got smaller.
Yes, that's what I heard. One of the teams were discussing it earlier, and obviously I picked it up on that. Oh,
Yeah.
lovely. Lovely picks coming out here.
Castle, tiny friend.
Masha, which is a tank fighter but still a tank killer. That's gonna be ironic to watch. Edith. I'm loving the Edith.
Yes, she's probably going to be our marksman, since she's like a semi marksman slash tanky girl, unless they pick her on the roam, which I've also seen in the tank bank, where other teams have faced off with tank bank.
But this also gives both teams a bit of a split pushing ability. Marsha is extremely good when it comes to pushing towers, and Edith is also good at that if she's using her ultimate.
Very true, but I see they've got Basha on the jungle. That's one scary girl to face if she's fed.
Your team is picking.
Definitely, I can tell you the amount of trauma I have survived just to be able to agree with you on that one.
Isn't Matilda a tank support? No, she's an assassin support. Never mind. Assassin.
Yeah.
Now I remember. She's usually picked up in the assassination wheels if it lands on that in the wheel spin. And your Esmeralda got picked there.
Oh, my heart be pounding. Throwing a Uranus in here is actually just super criminal.
True. Very true. But
He's gonna be.
sorry.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking like, what if Minnow? Minnow is a tank support, isn't he?
Yes.
Minnow would be an excellent pick for support and healing. Since you can't pick like a Florin or an Angela. But we're definitely going to see Postpone Malone going damage Frank, yeah, I think.
Shrenka is actually pretty crazy, especially if he get once Sky Pierce's stack going, and then it's just like dominoes. The stacks just keep coming up if he manages to do it well. The only problem is what he's using is a double-edged sword because he's also going against tanks.
True. Very true. But I think if one team gets fed enough, some tanks fall off.
True. But looking at both comps, which one do you think works better when it comes to the tankiness, but also the damage to actually be able to take care of the enemy's tanks?
Well, in all honesty, I'm favoring Astronova's team composition a bit more since it gives you it has a more variety of tanks in it with different skill sets. Not that I'm saying Immortal Order doesn't have different skill sets. It's just if you're looking for the marksman, you've got the Edith. If you are looking for the XP laner, which is the Esmeralda, you've got that as well. You've got your set there with the Tigreal, so that, in my opinion, I feel their composition is better, but what would you suggest?
To be honest, I'm loving Immortal Order side because they have the damage coming out from the Master Shell, the crazy CC coming out from the Grok, the Gatagacha, and the Barats. But the thing is that can also be countered by the Tigreal if they don't play well enough, so it's actually gonna all come down to skill.
Very true. I see they've opted for Esmeralda on the mid lane and Glue in the XP lane. And there's Masha just punishing that Glue a little bit, seeing his health bar decrease. But we do see an engagement here, a possible engagement, well, an engagement on the enemy's blue buff for the side of Astronova. And Muffin unfortunately falling there.
True, I mean the Grok was crazy, but the Grok got caught out. That is not something you want so early in the game. Grace is actually taking to a lot of low health. This is why Glue is so dangerous even in the early game.
Oh, definitely.
And here in the bot lane, Death Eater is also almost getting taken out, taunted by the Tigreal, pushed up underneath the turret, but Gatagash is still standing. There's
all
no
the way, and there's actually us say. Gatagash getting out with a slither of life. Masha cutting lane. Look at this Masha guy.
That is actually extremely brave, especially because she's going against a lot of tanks. The good thing is, tanks are extremely strong, but they're super heavy, so they walk extremely slow.
We might have seen an engagement here in the top lane, but it seems that everyone's getting ready and set up for that turtle. Oh, well, the turtle's basically gone. Well done to Coquette. And we do see an engagement. Oh, no, just poking, just looking around, having a feel.
And this Gatagacha and Edith is still at it. They haven't really even been able to leave their lanes just yet.
Definitely, but they're doing some damage to one another.
But here comes the Grok with the tectonic touch, taking her
beautiful.
out.
Beautiful play there.
Esmeralda's also gonna come for the rotation, trying to disrupt the tower pushing. Goes in with a falling star moon, but can't deal too much damage just yet. Going in for the 2v1. Beautiful wall coming out from the Grok, but can't do much right now. Tigreal's gonna be looking for that ultimate of his. Tigreal coming out from the Grok as well as the implosion onto the Gatagacha, capturing. Beautiful avatar of Guardian, embraces Wrath as well into the mix. Gatagacha actually manages to take down the Fredrin. That a lot of damage is dealt right now. Unfortunately, both from Immortal Order falls, but that was also beautiful, taking down the Fredrin. Turning even the bad situation into something that they can benefit out of.
Definitely, Masha just beating down this mid tower. Taking all the gold she can from that outer shield. But retreating, although if Masha was to run at me in real life, I'd run in the opposite direction as fast as my little legs could carry me.
True, very true.
Coquette engaging. Beautiful play
falling
there.
once again. Also, the glue going in with the split actually manages to do the grab onto the Masha, but he's gonna get caught out. Beautiful wall coming out from the Grok. Franco getting the kill. However, implosion play as well as the Esmeralda is into the mix. Garagacha falling off on the other side of the map. However, the engagement in the top lane still continues as Esmeralda manages to fall. Tigreal in a lot of danger right now, but Masha is on his tail and wants to take him out. Unfortunately, she can't just yet.
Sorry, that was bad camera womaning from my side, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. I'm trying to keep up with everything happening on screen. Grok
I can
taking
tell
to
you,
the bot lane.
the other
Yes,
day I had to do some camera working and I had to redo the same video 4 times just to get it a little bit good. But the engagement and wall here in the bot lane once again. However, Edith does throw out her ultimate muffin, getting taken low and taken down. Immortal Order does have to retreat on this one, as it's once again going to be a 4v2. Astral Nova loves this bottom lane.
Extremely. And beautiful cam coming out here, waiting for them to... but Post just being like, I know you're there.
However, beautiful Avatar of Guardian also once again going into the mix. Frigid getting taken down. It's gonna be 3 falling for the side of Astral Nova, losing none in return for the side of Immortal Order. And Masha taking down turrets, annoying this glue, but glue goes in with the split and grab. Might be able to take her down, but she is just so tanky and tank killing.
Oh, definitely. Yo. We do see the Edith just trying to protect this tower.
She's trying with all her might, but it's a bit difficult
All
right
her
now.
might. Oh. But she survives, out committed. Oh, Posty might fall. Never mind, Coquette comes in and saves the day.
That's what happens when you have a Dino on your team. It's gonna be 5 versus 2. Frigid once again falling. This Frigid is not having an easy game. It's 0-4-3. Beautiful implosion play coming out from the Tigreal. Pushes them under the turret, but catches only one so far. Another turret is gonna fall, but Glue is left alone to push.
Yes, and he might definitely get this turret. Immortal Order is not going to make it back in time to stop this tower from falling. But we do see them going for the tower in the mid, well, possibly going for the tower in the mid lane. Fredrin engaging once again, and the turtle gets taken by Coquette.
There's been a lot of action. I'm only seeing the timer just now. 14-5, and it's only been 7 minutes. That's crazy, especially for a bunch of techs.
Yes, and we see about a 6k, 6.5k gold lead to the side of Immortal Order. Trying to, well, he got his red. Ooh.
Busy with another invade.
No, they tried to invade, but unfortunately Fred was quick enough with the retry, it seems. Well, he didn't use retry, he got his red buff and didn't have to sacrifice the red buff. Solo kill going to Death Eater in the bot lane, taking down that Edith. And another kill in the mid lane, as Fred is really not having a good night tonight.
Definitely not. A beautiful split foot and grab once again coming in. Tigreal also falling, and TRD Gaming also just gonna fall into the mix. The bodies are falling like flies. But did you see that earlier? Before Barats can go in with his ultimate, the Franco was hooking someone, and the person literally hung in the air just as the Barats were about to swallow them.
No, I think I missed that part. But the engagement, the constant engagement here, I love your reference to the bodies hitting the floor. It makes me think of a song that Shrooms is extremely fond of.
I didn't even want to know.
It literally starts off with, "Let the bodies hit the floor." That's how the song starts.
Oh my goodness. But once again, a beautiful implosion play as well as Avatar of Guardian going into the mix. The ultimates are flying as well as the hands right now, but people are once again hitting the floor like flies. And this Virgin, rest in peace.
He's definitely resting in pieces. What a grab coming out from Postpone Malone, grabbing onto that Edith. But she's a tanky girl, so she gets out to safety. Glue coming in with his ultimate and jumping onto who was a Death Eater.
Yes, it does seem so. But they're gonna have to be careful right now, the side of Immortal Order. If Tigreal had his ultimate there, the implosion play, that would have been extremely dangerous for them. But in decades, just his health getting taken so low right now. Unfortunately, he is gonna go with the mage build, so he doesn't have that much sustainability. Implosion play going on to Franco, pushing him into the blue buff, but right now, Astral Nova doesn't really have the damage to take them out.
Did he just commit his ultimate onto Franco alone?
Well, we'll make
What a grab.
Definitely. Once again, the Avatar of
Definitely.
Guardian, but this time, this was the first time the Avatar of Guardian missed someone. Also, the Holy Shield's falling here in the mid lane, but beautiful tectonic charge coming out from the Grok. Fredrin once again in a lot of danger. Esmeralda getting taken, and it's gonna Gacha onto the Fredrin, making sure to take him down. It's gonna be a 2-for-3 exchange. However, Barat is still ongoing, taking down the Edith with the help of the Masha. And Glue, the only one to survive, the last man standing.
Well, is he really the last man standing with all his little glue bubbles?
The last man standing with all his offspring.
Yeah, basically. Well, implosion play came out and it definitely paid off.
That Masha, that was actually beautiful. She was so low health, but just before Esmeralda jumped onto her, she managed to actually go with the health. But Fredrin is seeking her out. Oh, but did you see that wall?
What a save. What a save.
This Fredrin almost had a kill. Almost had a kill, but Immortal Order is denying him at every single turn. This is cruel.
Well,
This is extremely cruel.
Well, unfortunately, not all of us are born to play tanky heroes.
Hero has been slain.
Definitely,
coming
but
out engagement under the turret. Oh, they
So
definitely. Yeah, they okay. I just wanted to say they definitely have the ending angle here.
and they definitely made this ending angle worth it.
Definitely. What a play.
33-9. That is a bit of a. That was actually crazy coming out from the side of Immortal Order. But I have to say, there were some beautiful implosion plays. The only problem was there was not enough damage coming out from the side of Astral Nova. If they had more follow up, they could have turned it around.
Definitely. Well, what a game. I don't know. What else? That was we were scared that the game might take an extreme amount of time, and Immortal Order just came in and said, "Well, they proved me wrong with their lineup, and I'm sorry for that team. I'm sorry for that. You made Mama proud, where?"
Flowers bloom.
What I love to see from that entire game was the amount of aggression that both teams could have played with because they were also tanky and sustainable.
Oh, I
Well,
thought they
in the
were
beginning.
Yes, I was. That's the thing. But see, this is how we sometimes undermine players and both what is the word? Heroes. Because I saw the side of Astral Nova and I thought like, okay, they've got the roam, they've got the marksman tank form and everything, and I thought like they were going to like utilize this, and then Immortal Order just came in and said, not today.
Not today, indeed. But seems to be talk that Immortal Order will be going for a second match versus them, so it might be a case of not this match.
Okay, I'm just gonna have a look here on the Deus Ex because I don't know what's happening. And I'm still waiting for Dirk to add me as a friend so that the lobbies become easier. Do you have him as a friend, Lotus?
Okay. I think I'm now back.
Yes, you are.
You can hear my beautiful voice again.
Yes, I was having a full-on conversation here about being friends with Dirkie later to get into the lobbies, and I was like, "Are you friends with him?" Because I told him to add me, and he didn't.
Oh, okay. Yes, I am friends with them in game. I think so. I'm not sure. I delete a lot of friends.
Me too, especially if someone hasn't been online in like 30 days, then I'm like, okay, bye.
Okay, I am inviting you now, and then we can go into the match once the next two members are gonna be ready, and then the games can begin.
So we have
What?
No Name versus Fox. Let me
Team
just
so?
double check on that. Desert Fox. Come. Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. I'm just trying to get. Okay, I'm not going to explain this to someone.
So, what mode are you hoping to see? Mode. Yes, mode. Game mode for this match.
I apologize for everyone seeing my profile now. I could do with like a full-on marksman composition, maybe.
True. I think
Although
the
we've
mark.
seen that quite. We've seen the assassination about what 3 times now.
Yeah. Then assassination seems pretty fun because you can also play a lot with that one. Because even mages like Kadita are also assassins, and you know how crazy she is versus when she camps out an assassin.
Lottie, can you maybe just let Coquette know that I don't think the next game is up now.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
What with the name, no name? That is actually pretty interesting. I think they're big fans of Pick and Pay because a lot of Pick and Pay brands always have the name, no name on them.
Checkers as well.
Really? We never go to Checkers. Always Pick and Pay.
The town in which I work only has a Pick and Pay, so the people there don't know what the Checkers looks like.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I definitely know what a Checkers looks like. Our town has one. It's just we've never liked Checkers. Pick and Pay was always the best.
Ironically enough, as if some people know that I'm a teacher. And see, assassination, I jinxed it. I totally jinxed it.
Yes. Okay. I'm extremely happy you jinxed it. Now we can see even more fun. We have the tanky tanks. Now we can go with the squishy but extremely damaged assassins.
True. I mean, now we're going to get to see that Matilda, which I asked about in the previous match.
Hold on. I can't wait. Oh wait, I forgot. Even Leslie can count as assassin.
Yes, so there we have our marksman. You can set this up so nice, and you just said that Kadita is also an assassin.
Yes.
So that we've got a mage. We can build a whole team here.
Arlet. Doesn't he also count as an assassin?
Yes, I think so. I'm going to sound horrible now saying I don't know, but yes, I believe he does.
When in doubt, just ask Mobile Legends. Let's see. Oh. Oh yes, he does count as one. Julian as well.
Julian is a fun pick, where that one is a fun pick. You can both work on the XP lane as well as the jungle.
True. And some people even dare to use him in the mid lane.
I must admit, I've never seen that. I have gotten a Gushin in the mid lane quite often, and it's extremely irritating.
Angelic, I'll have to confess it. You can only see Julian mid lane in extremely low ranks like Epic and Legend, where I usually get stuck.
Oh, shame. Well, the season is resetting in, I think, like 4 days.
Don't remind me. I've already
Okay.
worked so hard to finally get to 20 stars, and now you're telling me I have to go back to Epic something.
Well, I'm currently stuck on 70 stars. Ooh, it's just, I mean, if I look at my friends list here, Super Shady being on 522 stars. Like, how? Okay, I don't need to say how. I know how. I also had someone else who was like, yeah, I've got Coco Pops being on 504 stars. There was someone else
Already?
who was like, yeah, Moba Chat being on 368 stars. It's like, do you not have a life? Okay, but not in a like mean way. I mean, the only reason I am not on the game 24/7 is because we have adult jobs, because we have adult responsibilities.
True, and I think some people get to such high rank stuff is because they didn't get big problems if they lose a match, because other people, when they lose a match and rank, they'll immediately stop what they're playing, throw a fit and leave, or whatever the case might be. And then you get people with these high ranks, and what you see them do is they just play. They don't care about the loss. They just play. They just continue.
Yes.
And
No, definitely.
others use grind rank when they're in a bad mood or something, and it usually works as therapy. So instead of working out at a gym, we're just gonna work out and get amazing stars.
Mm. Well, if we also have a look at these people that I've now mentioned with the high amount of stars, if you have a competent, yes, competent is the correct word I wanted to use, a competent team, anything is possible. Not that I'm saying I don't have a competent team, but in between streams um and my job as a teacher with it's test season, so you can imagine the marking. It's just insane. I don't. If I get an hour or 2 hours to play, I do. Um, but if I could play the whole day, I wouldn't mind. Sometimes when I'm on holiday, I play the whole day. I play to the point where I can literally not see anymore, where everything becomes a blur.
Crazy. But I have to say, I admire your dedication when on your holidays.
Yes, I plant myself on my couch and I just play. But I don't
Well,
like playing alone.
fair enough. Mobile Legends is actually a game meant for people also to not just socialize, but also it's a teamwork game. So you want to play with other people. It makes it more fun, more enjoyable.
Definitely. Okay.
Everyone is here.
Are we ready?
It does seem like it. We're just gonna wait for the hosts go ahead, and then we can jump into the match. It's gonna be assassination, right?
Yes. Which means only assassin heroes, or if you have an assassin slash something else, it's also considered fine. These
What
games are
happens
usually yes.
if you pick assassins but you go with tank build?
The thing is, the rules does not restrict a player to change the build.
Except in noble, the one where you can't buy any items.
Yes, but yes. Where you can't buy items, then you are basically playing on grace, not grace the player, but grace in general.
It does seem like both teams are almost ready. Just like one more minute, then we might be able to jump into the match. That's the one thing when you're a Mobile Legends player is the waiting is fun, but you can't wait to jump into the match.
Oh, now
Ooh, oh my goodness.
huh?
Um,
What?
we have a Count Dracula that entered. Count Dracula. Well, that makes things interesting.
He's gonna suck your blood.
Now all we need is Sicilian, and it would be a perfect fit.
Blah blah blah. I don't say blah blah blah.
I actually forgot about that one. That was actually a crazy movie.
It's a good movie. Okay, it seems that we are finally off to the lobby, and all members are where they are supposed to be. So let's get the assassination station going.
The rhyme is crazy.
Extremely.
So they're only allowed to ban non-assassins right now, but it does seem like some people want to opt for not banning anything.
Which is also fine. It's just time goes by so slowly. That's actually a song. Don't know if you've.
I'm
Your
born
team
with
is
talent.
banning.
I am receiving so many messages, and I can't reply to them now.
I was talking and then I realized I disappeared. Poof!
Just for a second, after I said, time goes by so slowly, and then I said it was a song.
Your team is banning.
Time goes by so slowly.
Yeah, it's like time goes by. I'm not a singer and I don't have a singer
There's no
voice.
time to
I've got one of those.
Your team is
In Afrikaans, we call it a goue stem. The quick, which translates to the quicker I stop, the better.
I also have one of those.
But do you think that stops me from singing? Not a chance. I will belt out the lyrics to a song, especially in my car. And we do see Efficiency X opting.
My pleasure.
Yep.
Well, that
your
that was
team
an
is
efficient pick.
I would disagree on your punny, because they sure took their time.
But the problem with Ocarina in this mix is she's amazing for when it comes to bursting down tanks, and she has that first skill that makes her immune to basic attacks. Now you want to use that against assassins that use skills.
Beneath the waves,
Okay, so there's the
the
work.
shadows dance and play.
And Saber. I'm a, I'm a not a fan. I don't want to say I'm a fan of the Saber. When I'm watching Deus Ex, yes. When I'm playing a rank match and I see a Saber on the enemy team, nah.
always
I
on the
can
way.
definitely agree with you there. If I see a saber, I immediately go purify.
I will choose my own
Mm.
path.
Your
Or I
team
build
is picking.
no, not Ice Queen's ones. That's to slow down. Winter Crown. That's the one I was thinking about.
I love
At
Winterground,
the
but the problem is I made the button too small. So every time I try to press it, it's not pressing.
oh, shame they are. That's crazy. Um, I actually had Mobile Chat the other day assist me with my controls. So he enlarged some of my controls. So I was like, how am I ever going to get used to this? And he's like, yeah, you're going to play about 3 games, then it's going to be fine. And no jokes, 3 games and I'm set. Like, if it's small now, then I freak out because now I'm not used to it being small.
But that could also probably take you 3 games to adjust. The human race is actually super good when it comes to adjustment.
Just say that again, Lotus.
The human race it is extremely
Well,
good when it comes to adjusting to any situation where they come in.
oh, that is a debate for a different day. I would disagree. People like to complain.
People like to complain, but you realize that the quicker people stop complaining and the more they focus just on adapting to the situation, they can adapt just like the snap of your finger. It all depends also on personality, I suppose.
Does it probably does. I think I'm throwing myself under the bus here, but I'm not someone who is a fan of sudden. Okay, let me clarify this. Of sudden changes, like if
Your
this
team
oak
is
really
picking.
big real. Oh well, that's an immediate disqualification.
Oh, that's terrible.
Is she? I shame.
Did he want to go take your assassination build?
Yes, he did, and he did mention it in the chat, and they told him that it would result in
A man with a spear
a loss.
is a fortress.
Let's see what our host decides. What he's going to do here.
Go
As I
with
was
what? Yeah.
as I was trying to say, I'm not someone who likes sudden changes. Like if we had a set place to meet and like on my way there you suddenly change location, I'm gonna be upset. But obviously I will adapt to it and I'll go there and it's fine. But I'm going to complain. But that's me.
What I
I
hate the most is when you have to change the process or a method of doing something.
oh yeah. I understand that completely because in the school system, that feels like an everyday thing at this point.
Welcome to Mobile
Oh
Legends.
my goodness. Yeah. Every time you talk about the school system or the type of stuff your job entails, and I'm like, why did you pick being a teacher?
I don't regret my decision of my career. I absolutely love what I do.
Yeah.
But it is the system that's broken. So, but again, let's not get into that debate because then we will completely forget about the stream because I have too much to say to our dear Minister of Education as well as certain people in positions who shouldn't be there, especially if you've never been in a classroom.
Speaking of people who shouldn't be somewhere, would actually include this Tigreal.
Yes. But I see they're just having fun with the Matilda skills at the moment, flying around their base. And
Perfect time to practice using a Matilda.
no one took the bait there. Jacoby is looking for the enemy. What was the verdict in regards to this match? Do you know?
Funny enough, there has been no verdict. Okay, wait, what? Let's see. No verdict just yet. Only a person asking for the verdict. It feels like one of those criminal cases, or okay, let's call it a lawsuit case, and then the judge is still deciding, is this person innocent or not? What's the amount of time you have to spend in jail?
Flowers bloom across the land, and are selected.
Long enough to regret what you did.
Okay, taking it to girl isn't that bad. I don't think it's
No,
that bad.
I know, but especially after you said that you were going to pick the Tigreal and they told you not to, and still you picked the Tigreal. I feel like that is it's like telling a 2-year-old, don't put your finger in the plug. And then they put their finger in the plug. And obviously you're gonna scold them first before you soothe them because they need to know what they did wrong. But that's just me, ladies and gentlemen. How you do your parenting, that's on you.
Flowers bloom across the land,
Um,
and our celestial city thrives in an era of peace.
everyone has their own approach, and that's okay. I am the best auntie to all my friends' kids,
A ruler's work is never done.
which is the fun thing about being
Is
the
not
aunt.
forgotten.
You can give them back.
That's what my grandparents always say about grandkids.
Yeah, but grandparents, I feel like grandparents are there to make the kids naughty so that their kids can feel how they felt when they were, when the roles were reversed. My mom always used to say that how naughty you are as a child will come back to you tenfold when you have kids, and no lies. I'm calling no lies there. I can totally see it. I can totally see it.